Hello YouTube. This is basically a part 2 video, and the last video I got a lot of questions asked, so I thought it would be better if I just made a part 2. So in this part 2 video I will be covering a lot of those questions that were asked in the comment section. In case you missed part 1, I will put a link in the description so you won't miss that. Okay, now the first thing that I am going to say is that, you know, this was my phone, my personal phone, before I upgraded to the Xperia Z. I have used this phone since last year on Ice Cream Sandwich, and I've been using this in the past few days on Jelly Bean, and there is a huge difference, believe you me. You just have to believe me on this one that you will be very pleased with this. And at the end of the video I'm actually going to show you when, a clue as to when this is going to be released. I'm not sure, but I'm just going off what Sony have told me. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. The first question that I got asked about the Xperia S was RAM size. Someone asked me, has the RAM size increased for apps? Well, answer to that is no. The RAM is still the same. Total RAM is approximately 1200 megabyte, 1.2 gig for the whole phone. RAM for memory, let me just check that. Well, RAM for apps, just bear with me a second, let me get that. System info. Alright, RAM for apps is 687 megabytes. Now what Jelly Bean, the Jelly Bean firmware has done is basically, with Jelly Bean, it optimizes performance better. So in Ice Cream Sandwich it would freeze a lot, and I know that a lot. Ice Cream Sandwich used to freeze a lot. So with the Jelly Bean update, that is very rare. In fact, it is never actually frozen once. And even this, it's not official Jelly Bean, it's a prototype. It's not the final version. Sony have been working on the final version, which will actually be released hopefully, in the coming few weeks, end of April or the beginning of May. I will give you some screenshots as to what Sony have told me. Okay, so the next question I got asked was Google Now. Okay, Google Now, it's supposed to launch when I hold that. When I hold there and I flick up, it's supposed to go to Google Now. On this prototype, that doesn't seem to be working, but let me just show you. Google Now does in fact work. So look, I've got Google Now. I've got the list of football teams. You can slide left and right to make them go away, as you can see. If I go to sample cards, you can get the weather, you can get everything. So that is Google Now, and that does work. So if I go back and I want to slide a card away, slide that, and slide that, it does work. Google Now does work, and even this is a prototype, so it's not the final version. On the final version, if you want to activate Google Now, you have to hold where the app tray is, hold it, and then swipe up, and it will go to Google Now. Because this is a prototype, the shortcut doesn't seem to be working, so you just got to believe me on that one. And the next thing I wanted to show you was the call app, the dialer, sorry. So an Ice Cream Sandwich, it was just black. Now you have this light skinned version, so just a random number there. So it is improved version. You got your contacts, call log, favorites, groups. That is the call app, which is very different from Ice Cream Sandwich, which was just black. And the next app I wanted to show you was the messaging app. Alright, so here you have just a white screen, new message. Don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so you have a new message there. It has swipe, hello, oh bloody hell, how are you? And the next question I got asked is that if it had a magnifying glass. Yes, it does. Look, I'll show you. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it now has a magnifying glass for text, which is very, very nice, which was not available on Ice Cream Sandwich, but there we go. And I just want to say that, I apologize if video quality is quite bad, but I'm recording in medium definition at the moment, and YouTube compressed the video sometimes, so if it comes out a bit blurry, I'm very sorry about that. But okay, the next thing I got asked is, would you still have Cosmic Flow wallpaper? In this actual firmware, I don't, but if you download it, you actually can. Oh, sorry, yeah, I do. You do. You've got Cosmic Flow. Yep, you do. Yep, you still have Cosmic Flow. So there, even I didn't know that, so there you go. You will still have Cosmic Flow. Let me just turn that back. So thank you for that question. Even I didn't know that, but yes, you will still have your previous Xperia S Cosmic Flow wallpapers. And the next one I got asked was about Antutu benchmark. Now I just want to show you what this benchmarked. Nothing special, but nowadays, seriously, benchmarks don't mean a thing. Benchmark just tells you the maximum performance. It scored 8,293. But seriously, on the Jelly Bean firmware, there is little to no lag. I've got a Samsung Galaxy S3, and that lags now and then. Even that is quad core. All phones lag, but it is actually the firmware that they run on that makes them lag, not the actual processing power. This is a dual core 1.5 gigahertz Snapdragon, so it is more than capable. So that is just something on the benchmarks. And I'm happy to report also that the touch buttons are much more responsive. So the touch buttons are much more responsive. Last time, those little touch buttons there, they would occasionally tend to freeze and jam, and now they are much more responsive. You just gotta take my word for it. You will see this improvement. And the next thing I wanted to show you is the Walkman app. I've just launched the Walkman app. That is very cool. That is the updated Walkman app. And the album app, I'll show you what that looks like. You drag up like that, and you just, that's my cat eating pasta. The album app is very good. You pinch out to zoom out, you pinch in to zoom in, and that is the album app. You can view your pictures in albums, and just the normal way that was in Ice Cream Sandwich. But on Ice Cream Sandwich, you couldn't actually pinch out to get out the picture. Now you can. So now you can zoom into a picture like that and zoom out like that. And that brings me to the final part of the review. So this is what Sony Xperia has said to me. Just a quick update to say, we hear your Jelly Bean 4.1 for Xperia P and Go, including S, SL, Acro, S and Ion, works in very final stage. More news next week. So that is Sony Mobile News on Twitter. So if you want to follow them for a statement next week, keep your eyes out for that. They are actually going to release an official statement, so just keep out for that. Okay, so that brings this video to an end, and this video is basically made from the comments that I had on the other video. So because I'm new to YouTube, I'm fairly new, so I want to make good videos, not ones that go on and on, useful videos. So this video is based entirely on comments. Sorry if it's a bit blurry, I will try and improve on that, but thanks a lot. And if you wish to be updated in the future, then subscribe, entirely up to you. And my next video, which I'm gonna post probably tomorrow or in the next 2-3 days, I'm gonna show you how to play PlayStation 1 games on your any Android device. So if you subscribe, I will post that, and hopefully you can find that quite useful. And just to tell you that your device doesn't have to be rooted or hacked or anything to play PlayStation 1 games. I'll show you how to do it a very easy way. So those of you who wish to see that, subscribe and I'll upload that video. But from me, that's a wrap, and thank you for watching. I will see you later. Have a nice day, YouTube.